Hello everybody, this is Pizzscn here. Today I'm going to be doing an app review on an application from AutoDesk. It is an app called Fluid Effects, which is this one right here. I'm going at the very end of this folder here. Sorry. This tripod's loose. That is the icon right there, and we're just going to touch it, and we're going to be introduced with their splash screen. I apologize, it's out of focus. AutoDesk Fluid Effects. Now, if you guys don't know who AutoDesk is an incredibly good company. They make all of those really professional 3D modeling apps. They make AutoCAD, AutoDesk, AutoDesk is the name. AutoCAD, 3ds Max, and they're just a really good company. They make a lot of industry standard programs for the computer and stuff. This app is one of their mobile apps. They don't have very many, but this is one that they just kind of made for the heck of it, I guess. This was free when I bought it, but they said it was limited. It was going to be free for a limited time, so I do apologize if it's not free anymore, but still check out the App Store, see what you think about it. Okay, first of all, I'm going to warn you. You may notice this iPod is plugged in. This app is very addicting and a big drain on the battery. Well, the app itself isn't a drain on the battery, but one of its features is going to suck your battery like some sort of big vampire thing. So as you guys can see, we got a lovely picture of a lovely dude, but we can actually use a lot of these other pictures over here. Well, first of all, let me show you the basic concept of this application. And that is, you can play around with photos like that. It's quite fun and addicting to just sit there and screw up photos. And as you can see, it's actually pretty good at doing it too. It's quite a lot of fun, this. So, yeah, that's really the whole point of it. And there's a ton of other effects, such as, let's take a look at green mist. I actually think this is one I actually custom made. Yeah, you can make little mists and stuff. Here, I'll get a more obvious one. Let's do, good gosh, okay. Dark Void. This app is a bit buggy, but it's still so much fun to just sit there and play with. Yeah, you can do stuff like that. It also uses the accelerometer, so it's got a bit of gravity support in it. Let's go and clear that. And you can also, go away. You can also make it like fire and stuff. Yes. As you can see, we've singed him a little bit, but we can restore that. So, let's actually hit that button. And there's a lot of pre-built pictures, pre-included pictures, like there's one of, what is that, we can, close out, ugh. Oh yeah, that's of a windmill. There's all sorts of pictures. We'll just use my logo, because I do have my logo. Yes, as you keep seeing pop up, you can use photos from your library, or you can go ahead and just take a quick photo, like so. And they'll bring up a little camera, or you can then go in and take a picture of you guys. I can do it. Yay! And there we go. Okay, we'll just use this picture of the camera. Boom! Use. Hooray! So now we got a picture of the camera. And, again, you can still burn it and all that stuff. Yeah, this app is just pretty fun. It's a lot like, what was that old, JavaScript applet called? It was like GUI or something. I don't even remember. It was this really popular JavaScript applet that basically you could put a photo, it would show a photo, and you just drag your mouse all over it to mess it up and stuff. It was pretty addicting, and this is just a lot better than it. It's got like proper physics and stuff. Looks pretty realistic. So let's take a look at the HUD real quick, or interface, user interface. Over here you can toggle which image you want, and this is where you can select, another way you can select the effect. Right here, if my camera can pick that up. Come on. Alright, hold on. Just turn the brightness down a little bit. Alright, so here you've got a refresh button or a reset button. So you've seen me click this several times. When I click that, I hit that and it'll automatically restore it, which is absolutely very exciting. This is an autoplay function which you can use while it's on a stand or something. In fact, hold on. So this is like just some sort of a, like, I guess you could think of it like maybe a screensaver or something. Although it doesn't really function the same way as a screensaver would. But it's called autopilot, and what you can do, you can go in here and you can configure all of these things here. You can configure image shuffle. We're going to turn that off. Effect shuffle, I've got that set to shuffle where we can loop them, or we can also turn that off if we wanted to. And here you can set which type of effect you want to show. Let's do fire, so we can watch the camera burn. And then you hit start, and what it'll do, it'll automatically run through all the effects, just like that. It's perfect for just setting on a stand and letting it run. Yeah, you guys can see that's pretty intriguing, isn't it? And when you're ready to stop it, all you gotta do is push this button down here and it will offer you the ability to stop it. Stop. And reset. Okay, so that is that little feature there. I might actually continue the app review like this just because that looks a lot better. Alright. Next to that button you have a picture of a little camera, which will basically save a screenshot to your camera roll. So if I were to manipulate this, oh, that's still on fire. If I have it on fire, I can take a picture of it and it'll save it to the camera roll. Next to that is the feature that I was just telling you about, is a big drain on the battery life. You can actually record a movie and save it to your camera roll with this application. You can record stuff. I will be demonstrating this in a bit, and yeah, this is a bit of a drain on the battery though. And then here's where you go in to set all of your effects, and if you click the wrong button, it will always bring this thing up. Always. I really think that's annoying. And here's all your effects, and just to show you guys here, you've got here's all the fire ones, and there is all of our mist ones, and there's our warps, our liquid warp and all that stuff. Thick oil warp, I'll show you that. It's just a warping of thick consistency, as you can see right there. And we'll reset that. Go away. We'll reset that. Oh, it automatically reset itself. Yep, that be that. So, let's go ahead and, ooh, is there anything else we can do? Oh, also this app does support landscape orientation. So you can actually take your iPod, turn it on its side, and the HUD will actually move, but the photo doesn't. Yes, I'm not too sure why that is, and my Jimmy clock is going off over there. Let me fix that. I apologize, that's not my Jimmy clock. That is a clock that I have no freaking idea where it is. Okay, so just deal with it. It'll go off soon. So let's go ahead and make a little movie, shall we? Yay! Tilt it back. And let's make ourselves a little movie thing. So we're going to push the movie button, and we are brought up with several options, as you guys can hopefully see. It is giving us a choice of our quality. We can choose either standard quality, and you can see what that's all about below it, or HD quality. Now, HD quality is a definite drain on your battery. Obviously, I mean, it's HD, but standard quality also is. For sakes of this video and for sake of my iPod, let's just do a standard quality video. Ba-boom. Okay, and we now have a few more options. We can choose a small file size, a medium file size, or a large file size. If you want to choose small for emailing it to somebody, and you'd also want to choose small if you happen to be doing your app review, so let's go ahead and choose small. Now it's asking us to choose the orientation. This is by far the strangest feature ever, because you see, as I've already showed you, when you turn it, only the HUD moves. Well, watch this. This is pretty interesting. I'm going to turn it, and as you can see, only the little iPhone in the middle spun, but the picture itself didn't. Actually, I don't even think the iPhone spun. Oh, it just tried to look like it spun. See? It only looks like it's spinning. But in fact, it's keeping its exact same orientation, so that's pretty weird if you ask me. Yeah. So, yeah, okay, let's just do a, portrait video, because that's the orientation that the photo's at, and then there's a nice start button. Now, when we click start, it's going to automatically start recording, so that's when you're just going to start moving all the stuff around and all that such. And there's no way to actually pause the recording, so that's a bit of a downer. You're going to have a huge file if you're constantly using different effects. But then again, how often are you going to be rendering videos with this thing? Because, I mean, it's just a nice novelty feature. So we're going to hit start and make a movie. It's already recording, so we'll slosh the camera around just like that, as you can see. And let's go ahead and reset that, and we'll do a liquid warp. This is also multi-touch enabled. Isn't that exciting? And we'll also put in, and you see guys, even as I'm flipping through this, it's still recording. Let's do a dark void, because dark void looks cool. You can literally hide it behind these clouds of darkness. And we'll hit refresh, and let's do a fire one. Let's do Infermo, because I like Infermos. That's an Infermo, alright. And we burnt the camera. Now the camera lens is on fire. Okay, we're ready to stop. You're just going to click this red movie camera down here, and when you hit it, it's going to start rendering your video. And the time remaining is uno minuto, and as you can see, you can watch it rendering in the background. Since this is a small video file, it is rendering incredibly quickly. However, if we were doing an HD video, this would take a lot longer. This particular video here would probably take maybe 3 to 5 minutes to render. And when your iPod is rendering a video, it gets pretty warm in the back, actually. If I feel back here, it is just getting a little bit warm. Even just using this application will warm your iPod up. It makes it actually really warm. That is a bit of a, actually that is just a general thing about the iPod Touch in general, or the 4th generation iPod Touch. I've also noticed when I'm uploading a HD video to YouTube, first of all it has to render that video or something, and that will heat it up, and it also drains the battery life. So, yes, that's just a general thing though with the iPod. It just gets hot when it's doing this kind of thing, especially when you're rendering a video, HD video. Once it actually, I picked it up and I was literally like surprised by how hot it got. It actually, it was so hot. I thought it was too hot to touch, but it wasn't. But it felt just ridiculously hot. And I didn't mean to talk through the whole rendering process, but I did, so I apologize. That is going to save your movie. You can play with it still while it's doing that. La di da, dee dee dee, doo dee doo, da da da, and it's done. So if we close out of here, and we go into our camera roll, I have mine down here. Ba-boom. Click. It's right down there at the bottom. We're just going to click there, and we are going to watch this video. There's no sound. As you can see, it's playing back exactly what we did. I'll just let you guys watch that real quick. There's a dark void. And here comes Infermo. Oh yeah. And then it's about to stop. And that's it. I believe. Yes, that's it. And of course this is just a normal video file. You can do, even if you can do exactly the same stuff you could do to a video you recorded. If you hit down here, email video or send to YouTube. You can trim this video. Up here, you can actually trim it. you can drag this little thing around here and trim your video to a size that you would prefer. You can also email this video to share it and stuff. So it's actually exactly like a video you recorded. And you can also, the delete button is down there, so that's that. And real quickly, there's the screenshot we took when I demonstrated that earlier. Let's go ahead and delete that. And I'm also going to delete, go away. I'm also going to delete the video we just now made. And that's that. So, yes, would you guys like to see what an HD video on this thing looks like? Alright, I'll put it at the end of this video. Just thought I'd show you guys real quickly actually what it's like to render an HD video. I'm going to hit here, and it's automatically, as you can see, it's giving us a TV, like an actual television set. And that way we can set our orientation. We're going to set it to this orientation, and we'll hit start. And off we go. Let's make a swirly version of my logo. Yes, and we're not going to make this video long at all for the sake of my iPod. And let's just real quickly, come on, hurry up, demonstrate one more. Here's Syrupy Warp. Oh boy, that's exciting. Okay, we're going to hit stop. And that was a pretty short-ish video, but as you'll probably soon see here, is going to take about 4 minutes to render that little video. And the video I already demonstrated took, which is much longer than this video, several times longer actually, only took about a minute to render. So that is the big thing about rendering HD videos. And as you can see in the background, it is rendering it pretty slowly. You can actually watch it render, which I think is pretty cool. So I'll be back when it's done. Something else I'm going to do, I'm going to unplug this iPod, and we're just going to let it render off of its own power. Just that way, hopefully I can show you guys how much of a battery drain it is. And remember, it's running off of a full battery right now. So, we'll just let that run. Is it hot yet? Oh, it's definitely getting there. It is going to get pretty hot. Especially when it's charging. That's when it really gets hot, but yeah, it's not charging right now, so it won't get as hot. I forgot to mention, while this video is actually rendering, if you want to stop it at any time, just hit the red movie icon down there, and it'll stop rendering. But here's the big con I have about that feature, is that when you push that button, it's still going to save what it's made, okay? So then you'll have to wait for it to save what it's already done, and especially if you're doing an HD video, it takes quite a while. You'll just have to wait through that. And then, you know, if you keep doing multiple takes, you're going to have a bunch of videos in your camera roll, which will just be doing nothing but taking up memory. And, you know, yeah, and then you'll have to manually go through and delete the ones that you don't want, and you might accidentally delete the one you do want, and yeah, they could have done a much better job of that. If I don't want it to render, I obviously don't want it to save, so I don't know what Autodesk was thinking, but still, at least the functionality is there. So let's let this finish. Just about done. Now it's saving. We'll see if that actually did take some battery life off of it, off my iPod. So it just saved the video. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. It won't look much different though, because, well, you know, I frankly don't know. It was at a full charge, so let's just go into Acura Free and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's now at 97%. But if I were to do maybe another video like this that was much longer, it would definitely take away a lot of battery, and that is unfortunate. But again, that is just a thing with the iPod Touch in general. Now, because I set this to landscape, this will obviously look better in landscape, so vroom, here we go. It's like a little theater, isn't it? Here we go. We're gonna play it. Play. Oh, you know what? It's actually in portrait mode. That's completely annoying. Here it goes. Whoa! Yeah, that's definitely a portrait movie. Huh. That's very bizarre. Yeah, okay. That'd be it, guys. And again, it is an HD video, but you still can do everything you could with the other video. You can email it, send it to YouTube, or whatever the flipping heck you want to do with it. So, what I'm going to do with this, because if I put this video inside this video, it's not going to be HD anymore. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload this directly to YouTube, and if you want to see what it looks like for yourself in your own eyes, click on the just click on the iPod, and you can go, or just click on my logo, and you'll go see it. Yes, now there should be an official annotation there. So guys, that is it. Let me actually real quickly look up the price for you guys on this, so I'll be right back. You guys better get it while you can, because believe it or not, this is actually still free. So get it ASAP, okay? So that is obviously good news, and that's that. And this is what the application page looks like, in case you're wondering for some reason. This app will run on the older iOS devices, such as the iPod Touch 2nd generation. However, you do have one limitation, and that is the fact that you cannot actually render movies with it. The iPod Touch 2nd generation is just not capable enough of actually doing that. In theory, you should be able to with the 3rd gen iPod Touch, mainly because the 3GS had the ability to render videos, so in theory the 3rd generation should be able to, and of course you can on the iPod Touch 4th generation, as I have already demonstrated for you guys. So there you guys go. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments about this app, please let me know down below in the comments below. Hopefully they'll be updating it soon, because it is still very buggy. In fact, when was the last time it was updated? Is this like a brand new app or something? It was updated pretty recently, about November 13th. So, yes, that's acceptable for me. Today being the 4th of December. You guys can't see that at all, but it is the 4th, trust me. So, yes, there you guys go. Thanks for watching, and adios. Oh, real quick, be sure to check out my blog. Link is down below in the description below, and follow me on Twitter if you would like to at twitter.com/PizzscnMobile. Also, be sure to check out my mobile channel, which is probably going to be where that annotation that I put up on the screen earlier is going to redirect you to, because I'm probably just going to keep it simple and upload that video to my mobile channel, because it is for my iPod Touch anyway. Ooh, what a mouthful. Thanks, so be sure to check that out, guys. I did actually upload a video last night, and I'm not going to tell you what it's about. You guys are going to have to go over there manually and check it out for yourselves. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in my next video. Adios. This is uploading a lot quicker than I thought it would. And this is in HD. Might need to double check that. Because that was insanely fast. Oh my god. Oh, you know what? It's because it's such a short video. That's probably what it is. This is like even less than 30 seconds. So, oh well. Hopefully it goes up in HD. I'm pretty sure it is in HD, but I'm not sure. Anyway, that's all.